this bug planet.
Whoa! Off rip? Trying to take his head off.
I won't let you take me from my wall!
Oh, I see the callback. I see the callback. That was cold. What is good, y'all? Today we have a death battle, and this will be the first one back since Rooster Teeth closed. We starting out with two fathers of the main characters of their respective shows. We got Bardock, father of Goku, like the special, versus Omni-Man, father of Mark, aka Invincible from the show Invincible. And this is an interesting one, bruh. Look, based on like what I know about Invincible and Dragon Ball, I'm going with Bardock on this one. Like, we see that like in Dragon Ball, Roshi could destroy a moon, right? But in Z, everybody was destroying planets. So I think Bardock easily can destroy planets. And then, as far as I know from like comic books, the little bit of Invincible knowledge I know, the only time I ever seen the Viltrumites destroy like a planet outright is when like 3 of them flew through a planet. So Saiyans being able to destroy planets easily versus it taking 3, y'all do the math. I'm saying that Bardock got this one, but we gonna find out. Now, if y'all enjoy this, go to Death Battle, hit them with the goodness. That's like, comment, subscribe, share, lock it in by hitting that bell. That is the goodness. Hit them with it. And if y'all enjoy my reaction, please do the same for your boy. Let's get to it.
This battle is sponsored by Manscaped.
Oh, this is Devil Artemis. Okay. Off rip, I recognize it.
Versus Bardock, the ostracized Viltrumite and the doomed Saiyan. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
All right, let's see the breakdown.
Omni-Man, Earth's once greatest hero. Alongside the Guardians of the Globe, he protected the world from all manner of threats. And then, in a single day, it all went horribly wrong.
Yeah, he caught a lot of bodies.
How Omni-Man? Who Omni-Man?
Who?
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Let me say this right now. Invincible season 2, part 2. I have not watched yet. I'm gonna just get it off my chest. I think them breaking it up into 2 different like parts. First idea ever.
Indeed. Champion of Earth, best-selling author J.K. Simmons, yet it was all a charade, with his murderous rampage only brought to a halt thanks to his own son.
It all starts with his home planet, Viltrum, which I hear is a totally lovely utopia.
Through brutal mortal combat.
With a K! Or, wait, no, that came later.
Viltrumites are among the most powerful beings in the universe. Even more so after they purge the weaker members of their species. As a vanguard of the Viltrumite Empire, Omni-Man infiltrated Earth as Nolan Grayson, expected to prepare the planet for Imperial assimilation.
Which should have been...
Also, what's up with Viltrumites and non-creative name? Nolan?
Easy, since he's got your classic strongman superpowers and he's basically invulnerable, easily knocking around asteroids the size of Texas.
He can fly at unbelievable speeds, soaring from Earth to the planet Thraxa in under 1 week. Thraxa is, quote, a couple galaxies away, give or take.
That's still pretty damn far.
Beyond the Milky Way's neighbor Andromeda is the lesser-known Triangulum Galaxy, which is over 2.7 million light-years away. Reaching it in under 1 week means Omni-Man must have flown over 142 million times faster than light.
Oh, and Viltrumites can't breathe in space, so he held his breath the whole way, and it's not like...
You can't... Okay, so that's gonna take out the trope, like, you know, when Superman fight Goku, oh, he could just destroy Earth, or anybody fight a Saiyan, oh yeah, just destroy Earth and you win, because they can't, you know, survive in space. That takes this out for this fight, but holding your breath for a week? Flying in the dark of space for a week?
Like he was in a rush. He was on a soul-searching trip, contemplating the significance of smashing his own son's face in. Think Nolan, think!
Yeah, this is why I'm never having kids.
You're missing out. But according to another Viltrumite, Thetis, a bunch of other Viltrumites who actually were in a hurry flew to Viltrum across the Virgo supercluster in less than 24 hours.
That's over 20 billion times faster than light.
You don't really need to rush anyway. The older a Viltrumite gets, the slower they age.
According to the Invincible handbook, Nolan is over 2,000 years old. And regardless of age, Viltrumites don't suffer muscle fatigue like humans do, so they rarely ever tire out.
Seriously?
But they can just keep
Easy
going?
mode on, and he couldn't even handle that. I would have killed for that back when my daughter was born.
Well, you would have to be a Viltrumite first. A Viltrumite's body contains smart atoms, which they subconsciously manipulate. This cellular structure can effectively recall certain states of being regardless of their present environment, reacting to changes at an atomic level to perform the impossible.
Yeah, like surviving your intestines getting ripped out, or even more scary, ripping out your whole beard all at once. Ugh. Only a Viltrumite could pull off something that disturbing.
Nolan is incredibly tough, but if he faces superior forces, his smart atoms can adjust to make him even stronger by comparison. This is why Viltrumites are considered invincible.
Most weapons in the universe can't even scratch a Viltrumite like him.
Even a ship's cannon like this one can't take down a Viltrumite, and it obliterated a massive solar disk nearly half the size of a star.
Speaking of planets, he's strong enough to shatter one by flying straight through it. A planet so big it has a whole ring around it.
The Roche limit factor dictates the size a celestial body must be in order to disperse orbiting material as a ring. In short, an Earth-sized planet can't support such a ring, meaning this one must be much larger.
And don't get me started on how the ring is actually made up of dead bodies because, spoilers? Just go read the comic.
If Roche isn't doing it for you,
I must go read the comic. Why?
This planet also supports 5 moons in its orbit, and even the smallest is a perfect sphere, meaning its own gravity shaped it. At minimum, a moon like that must have a diameter of 600 kilometers, or 370 miles. Comparing this to the planet's diameter, we can tell this world is nearly 14 times larger than Earth.
Or it was before, you know, kablam!
Now, Omni-Man does have his weaknesses. Monsters like Ragnar's can pierce Viltrumite flesh, and he's extremely sensitive to a specific high-pitch frequency, which can destabilize his body's equilibrium.
But his real weakness turned out to be, you guessed it, fatherhood. Thanks to his son Mark, Nolan began to re-examine his perspective.
How is Bardock gonna use fatherhood against him?
And his place in the universe. He settled down in a new place, got himself a new job, and even had a new kid with his new wife, who's a bug. The bug lady, he banged
Not gonna say it.
Why, Omni-Man?
Not gonna say it.
Omni-Man?
Hey, everyone deals with parenting stress in their own way. When Nolan was lecturing to Mark about how insignificant people are, Mark wasn't the only one he was trying to convince, if you catch my drift.
Nolan Grayson's real mission isn't planetary conquest or saving the innocent. It's to discover if a violent man who can break the world can also be a good father.
Godspeed, Omni-Man.
Let's get to Bardock, bro.
In the far reaches of the cosmos laid a world with a people like no other, born and raised to do just one thing: fight.
The Saiyans, a proud warrior people from the planet Vegeta, ruled by, King Vegeta.
Yeah.
Well, narcissist much.
Exactly. Their pride blinded them to the truth of their impending doom. But
that pride went out the window when Frieza showed up, bro. Y'all wondered why Vegeta was the way he was. Look at his dad, bro.
One Saiyan represented the best of them.
And y'all see I got a Vegeta shirt on.
Bardock! He's cool.
That's my goat.
He's screwed. He's got a bad attitude. And if he goes apeshit, you're totally screwed. And guess what? He's father of Goku.
Oh, wow. I never would have guessed.
Right? What a curveball.
So what does
Could have been Turles.
that make Turles?
Who?
Bardock was a cold-blooded killer, ruthlessly conquering planets in service to the Saiyans' true overseer, Lord Frieza.
They didn't just conquer planets, they wiped out
30
every
plus,
living
5'10".
thing, leaving Frieza uninhabited rocks.
Now, height and weight really don't matter in a fight like this, which is like they do in the real world, bro. What is weight? What is 192 pounds to people that can destroy planets, bro? What is It doesn't matter.
To sell away, Bardock was an asshole. Well, until he wasn't.
Bardock's story has evolved over the years, with multiple iterations to draw from.
Including one where he's a brilliant scientist.
But only one is considered officially canon. Bardock's demeanor began to shift when he met and eventually married fellow warrior Guinea, and had two sons, Raditz and Kakarot.
No, Bardock
Raditz is not his son.
didn't go totally soft. He was still a
That is King Vegeta's baby.
You know that iconic red headband of his? It's stained with the blood of his fallen friends. Hardcore.
Bardock could fly,
Nasty.
move faster than light, and was naturally adept in using his ki as an explosive weapon.
AKA shooting lasers from his hands. True to his brutal screw-you nature, Bardock's moves are all about overwhelming power. His final spirit cannon is like a ki-powered bazooka. His rebellion hammer punch ignites enemies on contact, and his rebellion spear basically turns him into a supercharged battering ram. The guy has no chill. He will run you over, break your spine, light you on fire, and then move on to the next guy. All in a day's work for a Saiyan.
Marriage didn't change that. While Bardock cared for Guinea, in fact being one of few Saiyans of his time to actually have a romantic partner, he was still no family man. Like most Saiyans, he saw his sons as nothing more than future soldiers.
Bardock was a low-class warrior, so it was unlikely his kids would grow up to be anything more than battlefield fodder.
But they would still possess the Saiyans' power, a transformation that was the key to their planetary devastation.
Big Monkey!
Under the light of a full moon, a Saiyan with a tail manifests the Uzaru.
This
I wonder if they're gonna use it. I just want to know how far they're going. Are y'all using just the main iteration? That's what it seems like. Y'all not gonna use. Hey, we gonna need some non-canon stuff, bro.
great ape form.
Let me see the gold.
Power tenfold, turning him into an unstoppable kaiju. Quick, someone call Yajirobe.
While some Saiyans can maintain control over this berserker form, low-class warriors like Bardock don't receive the same level of training as those of higher birth. Prince Vegeta's control is so precise he can speak while changed, but Bardock cannot.
Hell, it's questionable if he even remembers everything that happens when he goes full tilt gorilla. The Saiyan strategy is pretty much just monkey see, monkey smash.
Despite being low-class, Bardock's power level nearly matched that of King Vegeta, who could destroy multiple planets at once. At about this time, King Vegeta's power level was around 10,000.
Yeah, we know power levels are kinda janky.
Yeah.
Nobody can agree on what the number really means.
Outside of his fight with Gas, Bardock doesn't really show any high-end feats in canon.
I
But we
forgot
can use
about
power
this.
levels to compare him to other characters with similar levels to better understand his potential.
Like when
Hey, yo, just bring back the Dragon Ball Super so we can go ahead and get Moro and the Gas, all of that art, bro. 'Cause I read it, yeah, but honestly, it'll be more memorable if it was an anime. Not gonna lie to you.
his son fought Prince Vegeta. What's the scouter say about his power level? It's over 8,000. Yeah, the dub changed it to fit Vegeta's lip flaps, but we only cover the cold hard truth, damn it.
According to this movie pamphlet, Goku's power level between his fight with Vegeta and his trip to Namek was 10,000. This lines up with that previous reading and puts him on par with Bardock. Goku's training during the trip eventually raised him to 90,000 upon arrival, but this gives us a clear window.
Yeah, early in the trip, he had to dodge a bunch of incoming asteroids and blast his ship away from a star, which is impressive considering the speed involved.
The planet Namek is outside Earth's quadrant of the universe, and it took his ship 6 days to make the journey. Traveling a quarter of the universe's diameter would put the ship over 9.5 trillion times the speed of light.
And Goku would have had to keep up with that kind of speed to do all that other stuff.
Makes sense given far weaker characters could reach the moon in a fraction of a second. Should be trivial enough for Bardock.
All this speed and power meant when Bardock and his team assaulted the planet Cereal, they went, cheerio!
Bardock ravaged the planet, annihilating its people, until he found two survivors, a mother and her child. Some may call it weakness, others a moment of clarity, but Bardock was suddenly reminded of his wife and recently born son. He chose to spare the two, and even pushed himself far past his limits to protect them from his own Frieza Force allies, who taunted that Frieza had dire plans for the Saiyans' future.
This moment changed
I'm gonna just say this: how do I put this? Throwing numbers on stuff and on phrases like a quarter of the universe and stuff like that, throwing days and stuff, it really gets things kind of confusing when it's come to power scaling.
Bardock, making him more appreciative of his family and cautious of Frieza. When all the Saiyans were called back to planet Vegeta for mysterious reasons, he had a hunch something was up. So, before his final stand, smashing through hundreds of soldiers before coming face to face with the tyrant, he sent his youngest kid away for protection. A choice
Messed up. You could have hit him with a few death beams first, killed him, and then blew up Planet Namek. Honestly, killing him before destroying the rest of the planet could have been an insult if you really think about it.
no Kakarot would be proud.
All right, let's get to the business side of it.
Shout out to everyone who believed in us during our recent crowdfunding.
And joining you in that support is the first ever sponsor for an independent death metal episode, Manscaped.
Manscaped's newest masterpiece is the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra in forged gold. Talk about a fancy name.
This special edition trimmer is the perfect tool for the golden era of hair grooming, where precision, luxury, and performance meet. There's limited quantities available, so you need to pick one up soon.
If you're anything like me, your scruff grows all over the place way too fast. Or maybe you get that itchy scraggle Wiz has.
Yeah.
Either way, the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra Gold comes with 2 blades for any occasion, a trimmer and a foil. And look at it! It's so slick!
It's waterproof, of course, and the new LED light illuminates even the trickiest spots, while adding a touch of elegance to your routine.
Join the 10 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped for all their grooming needs. Get the special edition Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra in forged gold while supplies last.
Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code.
That's strictly for body hair, right? Because, like, I need something for the beard, bro. It's getting long again. I chopped it all off, and it's already, you know, all the way back. I just want it to be a little bit shorter, but those guards, I'm getting damn near gonna have the baldy.
Death Battle at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code Death Battle at manscaped.com.
Thanks to Manscaped for helping our fans and members support the channel. Seriously, show them some love by clicking the link below.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
I'm still sticking with my pick.
Death Battle!
Bardock got this, bro.
Great. Another gross bug planet.
Whoa! Off rip? Trying to take his head off.
Isn't anyone's to conquer.
Don't underestimate me.
There you go. Very little words, just straight hands.
Just like my son, sticking his nose in places he's not ready for.
Man, don't nobody care about your son.
My sons would kick his ass.
Facts. Hey, put that down gently. Come on, Bardock.
Whatever you are, you're an embarrassment.
There, okay, Keith. Okay, Devil Artemis, I see you with this, bro. You even doing like the accurate transformation
of a Saiyan.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Oh, he bricked. He gotta be feeling those, bruh. How's he taking no damage? What? Hold on. I swear to y'all, bro, he should be taking damage based on what we done seen in Invincible. I mean, I know they probably going with more comic, but they be really getting messed up by, I feel like, not maybe too much weaker, but by weaker people, bro. I don't see a bruise or anything. Wouldn't that shrink too? Ain't no way.
No. My sons need me. I won't let you take me from my war.
Oh, I see the callback. That was cold. That was cold.
Your time is up!
You said Saiyan. Remember it.
Fuck.
That ain't it, bruh. Hell no. 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 Like, don't get me wrong. Superman versus Goku, I didn't mind the outcome, right? A lot of powerful characters versus characters I like. Like, you throw some Marvel and DC heroes against Naruto, he's literally one of my favorite MCs, and he loses, I don't mind. But this? So you telling me that canon, I'm gonna talk about this for a second. Canon Bardock was said to be on par with King Vegeta, who could destroy multiple planets. Y'all said that line. Multiple planets. When it took 3 Viltrumites, because the only image you showed of him destroying a planet was 3 of them doing it. You said the King Vegeta thing was by himself easily. So he can destroy 3 planets, even if the other 2 are smaller planets. It don't matter. We don't really know what the size is, but 3 planets easily. You said he was on par with him. And that was before you brought in Super Saiyan. So realistically, you throw in Super Saiyan, he could go up to galaxy level, right? I mean, not galaxy, solar system at least. I would have rather y'all said he was faster and that he speed blitzed him than for a brute fight, bro. I can't think of the word I'm trying to say, but brute force battle. And he got overpowered? The Ki blast alone should have killed him. Nah, this is...
Okay, these Gokus have got to stop picking fights with guys in capes.
Pitting Saiyan against Viltrumite is fascinating. Among the many similarities, 5 specific categories stand out.
Starting with speed. Bardock is much faster, given his power level matched Goku dodging asteroids at 9.5 trillion.
Okay. See, I thought that was the ship. Which, I mean, but I guess we'll give him that. So speed, he wins.
Light speed, much higher than the Viltrumite's fastest speed. Add on the 50 times multiplier from Super Saiyan, and it's a huge difference.
Right, Bardock clearly has the speed advantage, but strength and durability are another story.
Though it doesn't seem like it at first, Bardock scales to King Veggie, who wrecked 3 planets at once, and Omni-Man only smashed 1. But given how big that one planet was, the numbers are actually pretty similar, until we factor in the Super Saiyan boost, right?
Well, there's a catch. A major plot point in Invincible involves the coalition of planets admitting that their weapons cannot hurt Viltrumites.
So, when their ship's cannon obliterated this gigantic solar disk, it highlighted just how tough the Viltrumites really are.
This disk completely blocked the sunlight and heat between a planet and its star. And this is no ordinary planet. Its size and density are so high that its inhabitants are as strong as Viltrumites just due to living in its natural gravity. To fully block the light to such a planet and remain in consistent orbit, the disk would need to be positioned at its L1 point, the spot that creates an uninterrupted view between sun and satellite, and the disk itself must be about half the diameter of the star in question. This means the scaling of the disk puts it at 3 septillion tons.
That's 24 zeros!
Which makes Omni-Man over 11,000 times stronger than base Bardock.
Not even the Great Ape or Super Saiyan forms could make up that difference. So straight.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all did. That was a lot of this point, like number. It's just I'm not buying it, bro. Like y'all brought some math into it, but again, it took all they had to destroy. Even if the planet was bigger, it took all that they had. It seemed like it didn't seem like they did that easily, bro. You said that King Vegeta was out here just flicking a wrist. Oh, how, like, if they're comparable, he flicking a wrist destroying planets. When he's going all out, it don't matter the size of the planet. It could be Earth or Jupiter. I mean, it could be a Jupiter-sized Earth. And based on the ease that y'all was talking about, he would still be able to get it. If anything, he gotta, like, normally it's, if it's Jupiter size, right? Right? So nah, I'm not buying that one, bro. He had to put a little oomph in destroying a bigger planet. Even if the planet was, I guess, made or like able to survive Viltrumites and stuff. And again, the whole like damaging Viltrumites, we seen other things damage them on like the show. So what? Nah, I ain't buying the strength. If anything, they're comparable in strength, bro. They're close. Even if he got a little bit up, it's not enough to punch somebody's whole Super Saiyan's arm off.
Strength goes to Nolan.
Still, numbers aren't everything. As far as versatility and combat goes, neither had one distinct advantage that could win outright.
Omni-Man survives in space for much longer, but Bardock barely squeaks out the edge here thanks to his ranged versatility with Ki attacks and, of course, Super Saiyan.
Okay, let's address the Super Saiyan Bardock thing. It's perfectly fair to question whether or not the form should be in this comparison at all. However, even with the form included, Nolan still takes this, especially when it comes to our last 2 categories, experience and stamina.
Yep, Omni-Man's been around a lot longer than Bardock, over 2,000 years, and even with Super Saiyan, Bardock's no master of the form.
And without that mastery, the form drains the user's energies at an increased rate. Which brings us to what may be Omni-Man's most surprising advantage.
Those weird smart atoms.
Saiyans like Bardock can fight for days on end, but only for so long. Bardock possesses a limited pool of ki, which only depletes faster when using super forms like the Great Ape. In contrast, Omni-Man's biology prevents him from tiring in most cases, letting him travel across whole galaxies for weeks non-stop. And his smart atoms adjust to counter whatever physical strain he's subjected to.
Bardock's crazy speed and power made him a real challenge.
But Nolan's strength, experience, and sheer endurance presented an unstoppable and unshakable force that would inevitably land the killing blow.
When push came to shove, Omni-Man raised the Bardock.
The winner is Omni-Man.
Next time on...
Like a bucket of bullshit. That sounds like a bucket of bullshit. Smart atoms. Experience for one. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Y'all can agree or disagree. You say experience because he's 2,000 years old, right? And he is a warrior. But after I feel like a certain amount of battles, what doesn't war just all become the same thing? And then, like, based on what we've seen from Viltrumites, 2,000 years of battle, half of them battles, y'all probably just, like, carpet bombed them. Feel me? Like, it was, y'all really just stepped on them, and it was light work. At least with the Saiyans, like, lower ranking Saiyans, they seem like they go to whatever planet, bro. If y'all tough, hey, have a nice fight. Y'all, if they weak, have a nice fight. It don't matter. But so when you go to that point, like Bardock could have been fighting from when he was. If they treated him like Goku, he was sent to a planet as a baby to just conquer the whole planet. That was his goal as a baby. So he could have been fighting his whole life from that point. Came back to planet Vegeta, or got brought back to planet Vegeta, and then got back to fighting. I don't think the experience, because like how much more, like how much different fighting is there really gonna be, bro? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I guess weapons, but realistically in Dragon Ball, most weapons that they have do not compare to what people can do. I don't know, bro. And even when we say Smart Atoms versus Super Saiyan, this fight feels like it wasn't fast enough for the Smart Atoms to, maybe I'm wrong, but I be seeing them in Invincible, they be getting messed up. Those Smart Atoms do not be, it ain't like Wolverine's healing factor, bro. It don't feel like it. I'm gonna say no. I do not agree. And this ain't even being salty. This is just looking at what they can do. You say it Super Saiyan can drain a person's ki. Yeah, that's very true. But like that's honestly comparable to, yeah, your first time. Like think about it. The first time Goku ever went Super Saiyan was on Namek. Frieza said 5 minutes, but we all know it was not 5 minutes, bro. They were fighting on there for at least 30, maybe more, bro. So how can you say that it drains ki and use that principle when a lot of people who fight in Super Saiyan for the first time be banging for a long time? And then you're going to bring in, I mean, so is that his first time going Super Saiyan? Is that what y'all saying? Or is this like, what timeline are we going off of? If it's the possible, if you're going to throw it in there, how do you know that in the chilled timeline, he didn't attain Super Saiyan and then keep going Super Saiyan and trained with it? It's a lot of what ifs in this. And y'all, it's like they pick and choose what they want to use. So, I don't know. Here are the rules. I've never looked at the rules for this. Let's see. Combatants have no prior knowledge of each other unless specified to ensure a fair and specific, any specific morale restraints. Okay. From killing are removed from combatants. All other traits are considered. So, yeah, they on kill mode. Okay, so but yeah, no, I'm not rocking with it, bro. Tell me how y'all feel, bro. Like, if y'all think that this is valid, okay, I have no problem. But we can agree to disagree. But me personally, and this is y'all first one back, y'all should have definitely did more of a, a one-sided kind of victory. Like these two, it could go either way, or it could have been able to go either way more. But I think that Bardock is definitely who everyone was picking more. Because they don't sound like, I don't know, maybe the anime, or not anime, the show Invincible does Nolan some very big disservice. But based on what I've seen from that, bro, because I don't read too many comics anymore, it don't seem right. I'm gonna end it there. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all enjoy this, bro. Go to Death Battle, hit them with the goodness. That's like, comment, subscribe, share. Lock it in by hitting the bell. That is the goodness. Hit them with it. And if y'all enjoyed my reaction, bro, y'all on my side with this one, bro, hit your boy with the goodness as well. This be your boy, Reggie Wolf. I'm signing out. Peace.